All right, well, I know. It's still not like last minute crunch time for gifts yet if you're watching this the day I uploaded it. However, I feel like because a lot of us are going to be shopping online for our gifts this year, the kind of last minute date to get something before Christmas, I feel like has been kind of moved up. I do have an Amazon storefront, which is a link down in the description box. I'll put it near the top so you can find it, where I have everything I love that I've bought and tried from Amazon organized into different categories. It's a lot. So definitely check that out if you want to see more of my favorites. I've also done a lot of Amazon favorites videos here on my channel. I've done some gift guides in the past that I still stand by and I try not to repeat too much. I've also done a small businesses gift guide that I will link down below. I just uploaded it a few days ago and it's got really thoughtful and unique ideas if you want to kind of get away from Amazon and support some smaller businesses, because I love to do that too. Please keep in mind that any links I have below for Amazon products, including my Amazon storefront, I do make a small commission if you do purchase anything through the use of those links. I always want to be clear and upfront about that. Let's dive into my Amazon recommendations. We've got a lot, so strap in. Now, one thing to keep in mind is most of these gifts I'm mentioning are under $25 or $30. There are like 3 or 4 I'm mentioning that are not, just because they were really cool gift ideas that I thought, I'm throwing them in the video anyway, because I thought some of you guys might be interested in checking them out for someone. So I've kind of got this organized. I've got my little listy list here. All right, let's start with the gifts for anyone category. This first gift is one that I actually bought for my husband, but it's actually one he asked for, and it's kind of genius. It is a mug warmer and phone charger in one, and as I'm saying that out loud, I'm just now realizing, what if you spill the coffee onto the phone that's right next to it? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I think it comes with the mug that's pictured. But as I read through the description and everything, you can use any mug with it. So he doesn't have to use the one mug that it comes with. But it's just kind of a cool idea. And again, if you've got someone that, drinks a lot of coffee or tea and they're typically maybe at a desk or somewhere where they would use it, I think it is a really cool gift idea. A little bit more expensive. Again, this is not one that's under $30, but I think it's really neat. All right, listen, a lot of us are home way more than usual right now, and games have become a kind of ritual in our evening. So once we put our daughter to bed, we'll play like a 2-person game. Our 2 favorites right now, I think would make great gifts. In fact, we're getting them as gifts for other people in our life. Bananagrams. Very small, compact little gift, not very expensive, but it is our favorite game. We are like totally addicted. We've been playing it for months every evening. And that's a game you can play like 2 to, I think, 4 or 6 players. So you can certainly play it with more people. And then another one we really like is Phase 10. It's another game that's been around for a very long time, kind of rummy-like, but we will play it and like keep score and just like watch TV. So we're kind of doing a couple things at the same time. Very enjoyable. So those are 2 games that are smaller, a little less expensive, but really, really fun. And I feel like games are going to be a big gift this year because, again, a lot of us are spending more time at home. If you're buying for someone that works from home or is at a desk a lot, this adjustable footrest is amazing. And not only can you adjust the height, but you can put your feet on it and kind of move it back and forth. For me, I have issues with blood flow in my legs. Just the fact that I can use it to kind of flex my legs and then point my toes and kind of go back and forth to keep the blood moving is so important to me. I just feel like it's keeping me from keeping my legs too still while I'm sitting down and doing work. So I love it. I love it. Like I can't even remember a time without it. And I only bought it like this year, like 6 months ago. So highly recommend for honestly anyone, because it is like a weird game-changing thing that I never knew existed. Okay, one that this is day 1 of trying it, but I wanted to mention it. It is what is kind of generally called a happy light. It's an LED light, at least the one I have is, and you turn it on, you can adjust the brightness, you can turn on a timer or just leave it on. And the idea is that it's supposed to mimic the feeling of sunlight streaming in. And so on days like today, that's really gloomy and wintry. And I feel like in the winter, at least where I live, we will have weeks and weeks of stretches of just gray days where you never see the sun. And it really does start to affect your mood and just you never really feel like you had a day because it was so dark all day and then the sun set, you think, because you never saw it in the first place. So if you know someone that's really affected by the seasons, or again, you just feel like they might benefit from having it, I love it so far, and it's day 1. So So really, I'm not a good example. But if you read through the reviews, people freaking swear by them. So just saying. If you know someone that really needs something to hold some things together in their car, I really like this car organizer I bought on Amazon. I've been using it for my toddler's like books she'll keep in the car to just kind of look through. You could absolutely use it for anything. You could put like a tissue box and like hand sanitizer and a water bottle, you know, whatever you need at close reach that would typically be flying around in your car. This would be perfect for it. They have a couple of different sizes and I just think it would make a great gift. So this one's not technically for anyone, but I threw it into this category. If you have someone that loves Hamilton in your life, they have this Hamilton book that my husband owns and we love looking through it, and it basically goes through the entire history of this musical and how it was put on and behind the scenes stuff, and it is the most interesting. We'll literally just open it, flip to a random page and read it, and it is so interesting. So anyone that loves Hamilton in your life would absolutely love this book. All right, so I have a couple of his ideas. One of them is this sunglass set that my husband loves. It's a 2-pack. These are like very, very trendy, cute sunglasses. Like they both look so good on him. They come with a nice little holder for each one, and we've had no issues whatsoever. And you know, I own a few like really nice pairs of sunglasses, but I have to say I've bought a few on Amazon. I'll mention one here in a second that I absolutely love. And then I'm not as worried if my toddler breaks them or if something happens to them. I think that would be a great gift. And I feel like those kinds of sunglasses look good on everyone. And then another is this grooming kit. My husband, like every other week, will pull it out and he'll take care of his nails and then put it away. And it's just such a nice little set. It doesn't take up a lot of room. Could even be a great stocking stuffer too. But it's got like nail grooming things and it's all together in this nice little leatherish pouch, and I think it'd be a nice little gift. So let's go into gifts for her. And a lot of these I have to show you because they're things I personally own. One of them is this little tool. They sell them in a million places on Amazon that is supposed to clean your hairbrush. Again, great little stocking stuffer idea, but you just use it and it'll get it all out of there. And you know what? I don't know why people aren't talking about these. This is like the greatest thing I've ever bought. So I didn't want to mention many clothing items because it's kind of hard to buy clothing for people unless you know their exact size, their exact style. But I do have two things here that are kind of more like jackets that you could know their general size and it'll probably work. And they're really, really cute and like fashionable right now. This bomber jacket I got on Amazon, I love. True to size, I ordered a small and it's a little bit larger, which is comfortable. That's what I want in a jacket, not to be super tight. But they have so many different colors and floral prints and they can wear it over anything. And they're just, it's so comfy and lightweight. Another one is this fuzzy jacket. Again, true to size, I got a small and they had a couple different colors, and this you could wear in the fall and spring as like an actual jacket, or it could just be a part of your outfit in the winter, and it's really cozy, it's comfortable, and again, as long as you know their general size, I think most women would like this, and it's so cute. So the sunglasses I'm gonna mention are actually in my car, and my husband has the car. He's out and about right now. So they're really, really cute. I'll pop a picture on the screen. And again, inexpensive for sunglasses. They came with a really nice pouch and a cleaning cloth, and I love them. Like I would buy these for any girl in my life, and I know they would love them too. They're just so cute. A couple of like journaly items, if you will. This one is this calligraphy book. I have not used it yet, even though I've had it for a while now. I keep thinking, oh, you know, when I have all the extra time, I'll sit down and do this in the evening. Well, LOL, I haven't. So, but you literally, it will teach you in order how to do calligraphy. So it'll go through like basic strokes, then you go through the alphabet. And I love the idea of that because I've been wanting to write in kind of more calligraphy, cute style for so long. So if you know someone that is kind of artsy or at least like wants to get into it more, they would probably love this. Another is, again, it's obviously not gonna be for everyone, but it's this prayer journal for women. I actually bought one of these, I wanna say for my sister, and every day is the same where you write down what you're thankful for, things you wanna work on, things that are on your heart that you're thinking about, what you wanna pray for, and I just think it's cool. You just fill it out throughout the week if you want. It'll usually have like a Bible verse. I've been really enjoying this. So another one are these creaseless hair clips. Again, these would be a great little stocking stuffer. They come in a lot of different sets. I'm just gonna show you the one that I personally own, and I like these colors like pink, white, and black. But the idea is that you can use them to kind of hold your hair back while you're maybe doing your makeup, but it won't put a dent or a crease in your hair. So you see a lot of celebrities using this, like with makeup artists, because they don't want to mess up their hair if it's already done, but they need it out of their face to do their makeup. So they've kind of become super trendy lately. I love them. They do exactly what they say they're gonna do. So it's always worth the mention because there's so many options on Amazon, and I think most girls would use them, you know? Another is this set of pearl hairpins. I use these so much, and the ones I always use are from this pack on Amazon. So I just have a couple of them here to show you, but they're really pretty. I've had them for over a year now, using them all the time, and they've lasted. So again, those are really trendy right now and a lot of people are wearing them, so it's a really cute set. Another is, and again, this is one that is more expensive, is this Vera Bradley duffel bag. I had wanted one of these forever, and they're like $80 or $90, I want to say, on Vera Bradley's site. This particular one, at least the day I'm filming this, is like $52. And even when I bought it, I think I bought it for more like 60 something. That's still, I was saving like $20 or $30 just by buying it on Amazon. It's the real deal. It's actually Vera Bradley, and I just adore it. It is just such a good duffel bag. You can fit so much in it for like a weekend or whatever, even just as a carry-on if you wanted. It makes me smile when I look at it because I've been wanting that for like 5 years. All right, so we've got kids, dogs, and kitchen stuff. I'm gonna do the dogs and kitchen and we'll end with kids. That way anyone that's not needing the kids recommendations can click off if you want. So let's do dogs. I just have one, and I know it's kind of random. Where did it go? Oh, but it's like this one thing I bought this year that I really, really enjoy, and it's this doggy waist bag holder. And I know you're like, Jessica, really? But here's the thing, when I'm walking, I'll have this on the leash, and it would always, we had this like hard plastic one and it would bang against it. And while we're walking, it would just drive me nuts. I can't explain it other than that. It just drove me nuts. And this one's like this faux leather, so it's soft. Any of those kinds of rolls you have, and you don't have to line it up with like a little thing. You just stick it in there and pull it out, and it doesn't do that annoying sound. And I just feel like it's like an upgraded version of it, and I love it, and I wanted to mention it, okay? My lipstick doing okay? Usually by this point in the video, it's like everywhere. All right, let's move into kitchen items. Again, this could be his, hers, whoever, obviously. The first thing, and this is one that's expensive, but I could not do this video without mentioning them, are these Stasher reusable bags. So we've tried a lot of the different brands, and you can get way cheaper ones. The reason these are so expensive, and I'm telling you, they're like unbelievably expensive, we only own a few, is because they're this thick food grade silicone, and you can do everything in them. You can freeze them, you can put them in the oven, I know. You can put them in the dishwasher. The other ones I have are not dishwasher safe. I've tried it on a few of them and it absolutely ruins them. These, I have already dishwashed these, and they are just like the day I bought them. They're just indestructible. They don't tear at the seams like the other ones do. So yes, they're expensive, but you are actually getting what you pay for, and that's what makes it worth it. So slowly but surely, I'm gonna get a few more as the other ones we have kind of wear out and I have to throw them away because they do wear out over time. So for now, we only have a few, but eventually I want to replace all of them with this, but it's gonna be like years. One of my favorite kitchen things, anyone that likes to cook would like this, and it's, again, another pretty inexpensive gift. It's this Anchor Hocking measuring cup, and you might think it's just a measuring cup, Jess. No, this has random measurements on it. So it'll have milliliters, tablespoons, teaspoons, ounces. It is very hard to find a liquid ounces measuring cup. I have to say, it is very hard. When you weigh something, even if you had like a scale for ounces, that is not liquid ounces, right? So it's just different. And so it's so nice to have this milliliters. I don't have anything that measures milliliters in my kitchen other than this. So just one of those things that is so good to have. We end up using it so many times throughout the week. We ended up buying two because we were using it so often, it was always dirty. All right, random gift. This particular one we own is more than like $30, but they have so many different brands. You do not need to buy this brand because they all do exactly the same thing, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So this is this butter crock. And the idea, and it is weird and I've never heard of it, but now that I know of it, I'm never going back, is that you put water into the little fill line in here, so it's pretty low, like to there. And you smash butter into this. So we'll buy a stick of butter that we like, we'll smash it into it. That's it. And then you put it in here, the water forms like a little seal around it. And so it keeps the butter safe. So you leave it out on your countertop and you always have softened butter. because if you've ever spread butter out of the fridge, which I'm sure most of us have, it is so hard to spread, and this is spreadable butter, but it's still safe because of that seal that the water creates. So every day or two, we'll just dump the water and replace it. We go through this butter easily in a week anyway, and so then we'll clean it, you can dishwash it, and start all over again. You guys, it's something that I never hear anyone talk about, but they are amazing. And so I just had to mention it because they're so cool. So I used to hate cooking chicken, even though it's one of my favorite things, because I could never get it cooked right. I would either overcook it till it was just dry, or I would cut it and it was pink and I'm like, dang it. And so I'd have to put it back in, and it just stressed me out. And we had a meat thermometer, and I would try to make sure it was like the safe temperature, but I never trusted the thermometer. It would never get anywhere near the temperature because it wasn't the correct temperature. And so this one from Haber is the best meat thermometer. I know I've talked about this before, but there's a reason. It's so good. It is so accurate. I think plus or minus like 1 degree Fahrenheit is very accurate. You can do it Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you just stick it in, and within like 5 seconds, you see what temperature it's at. We have been cooking chicken perfectly ever since we bought this. And now I'm like, yeah, we'll make chicken tonight. No problem. Skip. I freaking love this thing, guys. This last one I don't have because it actually didn't fit in the area I wanted it to, but it is a really cool idea. It is this lid organizer. They have a few different sizes. And if you know someone in your life that they have like a Tupperware drawer, you know, the kind of plastic containers, that the lids are just everywhere, they would love this, but you do kind of have to have an idea of maybe what size they're working with. The organizer sections inside, I think, are adjustable if I remember correctly, so they can really make it work with what they have, and I think it is genius. So let's dive into gift ideas for kids. So I have a toddler, and she's 2.5, so the things I'm mentioning really are more geared towards younger kids. Some of them would work for maybe a little older, but they really are geared towards younger kids because that is my world right now, you know. This first one is one that Miss Genevieve is going to be getting for Christmas, and it is this little counting bears set. You can sort them, there's different colors, there's little tools you can use to pick up the bears, and I just think it's so cute and just kind of a unique gift idea that'll keep her kind of occupied. We could practice counting with them, our colors, all those kinds of things. This other one she already has and she loves. It's this little magnetic dry erase board set where it comes with these cute little magnets you can kind of put together, but you can also prop it up in the little box, and she can draw on one side with dry erase, the other side she can use chalk. It's such a cute little set. She loves it. She uses it every single day. She's now getting more into the magnets. She really just liked drawing on the dry erase, but it's cute that it's got a lot of different things she can do with it, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. This next one is this pop-up tent, and we've actually gotten a lot of questions about from you guys in our vlogs. You'll see it sometimes in the background. We'll have it up for a week or two, then we'll put it away. It takes up no room at all when you put it away. It's really easy to pop up and down. You do have to like insert these little rods, so there is that extra step, but she loves it when it's up. She'll go in there and read her little books, or she'll color. It's really inexpensive, and like I said, when you want to put it away, because inevitably, you know, they get tired of it for a while, it takes up like no room. We'll just put it in the little pouch it comes in. It's like this flat, and then it'll slide in her closet. This next one is because our daughter has really gotten into like watercolor painting, and she's getting it all over her clothes, of course. I should just take her shirt off, but she hates when she doesn't have a shirt on. So this is this cute little like $6 or $7 art smock for toddlers. And so it is exactly as it says. You just put it on, and it's easy to throw in the washer, and then it's clean and it'll protect their clothing. And I love that it's inexpensive. I looked for some on other sites and they were like $20 or $30. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's way too much for this. I just want like a toddler size smock. So I was very glad to find this one on Amazon. So this toddler stool, I'm gonna call it a stool, but it's kind of unique. It's like a ladder stool, is one that we've been using with her for months and she loves. She hasn't quite figured out that you can crawl up into it, so we just lift her in, but as she gets older, she will, and it puts her to like counter height so that she can do like watercolors. She can do that at our kitchen island where it's a little less messy, and she can stand there and paint. She'll play with like a little water sink thing we have. She'll help us cook. It's a gift that really is less for the kid and more for the parents, but the kids love it too because then they can actually do things at more of like an adult height. And it's so awesome. It is so useful, and I'm so glad we bought it. Another gift that's kind of mess-free is this Color Wonder lap set. We've had this one for 4 or 5 months now, and it comes with some Color Wonder markers and stuff. But the idea is that you can store everything inside it and it snaps closed, and then it's like a hard surface for them to color on. But it's got little holes for the markers. It's got a little section for little Color Wonder stamps, which are incredible because they use Color Wonder ink, and there's the little pad it comes with, and it's just the clear ink, just like the markers. So there's no mess. The ink only shows up on Color Wonder paper, so otherwise it's clear on carpet, anything. It's like the best invention ever. So that little set is awesome and would make a great gift for honestly kids of so many ages, and parents would love you for it too because it is mess free. I could go on and on. I do have other Amazon gift guides from the past year or two. I will link below. In fact, I have an entire Amazon playlist of videos of my recommendations that would make great gifts at any time, not just Christmas, but birthdays, etc. So I will link that playlist below if you want to watch others. I tried not to repeat anything. There were a couple of especially kitchen items that I repeated, but most of the stuff has not been mentioned in that fashion. So hopefully this was really helpful for you guys as you're buying gifts for other people. I hope that you're staying safe and healthy this holiday season, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.